Hello everyone and welcome to this week's episode of Meet a Friend at God Manchester Baptist Church. It's great to be able to meet different people. We sometimes find it hard to get to know people, so this is a way of us being able to do this. So hopefully you've been able to watch a number of them. But who are we meeting this week? Hello, what's your name?
My name's John Stevens.
Hello John. How long have you been part of God Manchester Baptist Church?
I think it's about 24 years now since we've come.
That's a long time. Been involved in lots of different areas of church life as well.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Since I've been at the church 14 years, John has many times been involved in projects and plans and making things happen, and a real blessing to many within the church. Good to be able to get to know you a bit more by telling us maybe something that maybe not many people would know.
Well, probably not everybody knows, but the Queen sat next to me once. I was telling people at Songs of Praise this a little while ago, but not everybody knows that.
No, and was it...
The late Queen, of course,
yes,
we're talking about.
The late Queen, yes. Tell us, how did that come about? When was that? What happened?
Well, I was sitting in my car at the East End of London one day at the traffic light.
Yes.
And suddenly a lot of police motorcycles came round the corner.
Okay.
And the next thing, the Queen's limousine came round the corner.
Oh, wow.
And she came right by. And then because of all the traffic hold-ups, her car stopped right next to me. So I'm sitting here and she's sitting here, facing me, right next to me. So there was two pieces of glass
that was
about 12 inches of road between us.
Oh, wow.
And I looked at her and she looked at me.
Yes. I wonder if that's the story she tells people when you ask her, who have you met? I wonder if she says, do you know, I once sat next to John Stevens.
Well, you know, you can go on the web and if you dial in what date did John Stevens sit next to the Queen, you can find the date on the web.
Oh.
But don't do it like that. Just find out the date that Newham General Hospital was opened.
Okay.
Because that date is on the web and that's where she'd just been before she saw me. That was 40 years ago.
40 years ago? Wow. That's a way of remembering it, though.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, John. John, tell us a Bible character who's important to you or maybe inspirational or perhaps challenges you.
Well, I like doing woodwork.
Yes.
And I like making things out of wood. And I also like going sailing. I go sailing once a week.
Yeah.
So I would have to pick Noah because he was involved with woodwork and he did a bit of boating as well.
He did. Absolutely. Is there anything particular about Noah as you read his story, think about it, which stands out to you?
Well, it says in the Bible that he was a particularly good man. In fact, he was picked out of all the people of his time because he was upstanding, and that can't be a bad thing.
Not at all. Yeah, very much so. As John says, we read about Noah in the Bible. God looked at him and he was a good man. And a challenge perhaps for each one of us to think about how God would look at us. We know that because of Jesus we're forgiven, but are we upstanding? Do we, in each and every day, in the decisions we make and the way we act, do we put God's agenda first? Do we think about what God wants us to do? Because that's what Noah did. Mm-hmm. Thank you, John. It's been good to get to know you. Encourage you to tune in next week and see who we'll be meeting.